What is up today? I'm super pumped to talk to you a little bit about confidence today because many people wish for it, they want for it, but they don't know how to get it. I just did a training inside of a group from my friends who run a box subscription company called Passion and Growth, and our book Women Let's Rise was featured in a couple of months ago, and it was pretty awesome. So they asked me to do a training on confidence today, and it got me thinking. You know, a lot of us wish and hope and want to be more confident, but we don't do what we need to get there. We think, oh, I wish I could be that. I want to tell you something. You can be that. You can be more confident. You can grow. Now, I've been somebody that has been doing personal development for about just under 20 years. I read my first personal development book at 21, and it was called The Celestine Prophecy. And it's when I realized that I could change my energy. I could also change my thoughts. I could also change the people that I spent time with. It was really eye-opening for me. And so I thought I would share with you the 3 things that I have noticed confident people exude. And so let's just get her started. Let's just go, right? So number 1, they don't beat themselves up when they make mistakes. They learn from them. So they aren't into self-loathing. They don't say, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, and go over and over and over in their head. What they do is they sit down and they think about how things could have gone differently, and they improve. They take action. They evaluate. So they never beat themselves up about mistakes. They may have to apologize. They may think, I'll never do that again, but they don't beat themselves up over and over and over again because it doesn't serve anybody. They actually learn from their mistakes, okay? Number 2, they are very conscious of their inner circle. They don't spend time with people who cut them down. They draw boundaries. If you're learning something today and you want to learn more, click the subscribe button below, and I'd love to see you again. They are people that are very comfortable having boundaries in their life, and they do not spend time with people who bring them down, who are negative, who criticize unless it's in a constructive way, right? They just don't do it. And then the third thing that they do is they get their mind right all the time. They do personal development all the time. They understand that life is all about growth and that it is a lifelong journey. It doesn't just happen overnight. And when you exude those 3 things, where you don't beat yourself up and you learn from your mistakes, you take action, right? Where you are very conscious and cognizant of your inner circle and you spend time with people who help you grow, especially the people who you admire, who you hold in very high regard, right? And the third is doing personal development and knowing where to focus. Now, here's where people make a mistake. They do personal development, right? I'm reading personal development. I'm doing it every day. But are you applying it? If you pick up a personal development book and it's just like, yeah, I'm reading it, or yeah, I'm listening to it, and it takes you a month and a half or 3 months to read a book, it's not the right book. When you pick up a book and it sings to you, like your soul is on fire and you can't put it down, that's the book you need to be reading. What people misunderstand with confidence is a skill set. You can grow it at any time. You can pick up a book, and when that book lights you on fire, that's the skill that you are building to become more confident. Confident people become more confident by doing the things they set out to do, right? Completing the task that they say they're going to do. They're people that you trust, that have integrity, that maybe even inspire you. Because they found their confidence, they are committed to growing it, and they're committed to doing the daily work to become a better human, right? Rebecca, thank you for joining. Your confidence has grown so much this year. You are like a different human, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of our industry. I work with a lot of people. My job and what I love to do and what people say is my gift, which I really, really love, is I pour belief into people. I'm a belief builder. If you don't believe that you can do something, let's just have a conversation. The side effect of being friends with me is that by the end of our friendship, you will definitely be doing, or at least have the belief that you can do to get there. Okay. I hope our friendship doesn't end, but if it does, right? So it's all about belief. And I love pouring belief into people because here's the magic that happens. When you are around people that want growth, want to be more confident, want to do big things, where do they get hung up? They get hung up and challenged on the things that they don't know how to do. And usually they're too embarrassed to ask. And then it goes in a big spiral. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. None of that should be an inkling in your life. None of that stuff. You find somebody that is doing what you want to do and you ask questions. hey, do you know a book that I could read that would help me build my confidence? Do you know a book that would get me through this really hard time? Do you know a book that would help me on my sales skills? Do you know a book that would help me on my conversation skills? Do you know a book? Do you know a podcast? Do you know a YouTube? Did you take a course? What did you do? Right? Instead of comparing yourself and being envious of what somebody else is, their confidence, how they show up, what they've achieved, become the person that is required. My coach, my mentor, Danelle, who I absolutely adore, she says this, become the person that is required to build your dreams. Become the person that is required, which means that you are fully capable of building a skill set that will bring confidence, will boost confidence to the people around you, that will create a higher vision for yourself, that you are constantly evolving. That's where confidence is found. Now, it is on the other side of your comfort zone. It is found in the things, in that little voice, that little intuition inside of your head that says, you should go talk to that person. You should reach out to them. You should ask what they're doing. It's in that voice. And when you hear that voice in your head, have we ever had that? I went to the market last weekend. And we were walking around. We talked to people a lot at the market, and I met this really great woman. And there was this little voice inside my head that said, "Just ask her. Just have a conversation with her." And I did. And we had a really great conversation, and it ended really well. And I hope that I get to see her again. But those little pieces of intuition, when you start to listen to them, they come more frequently. Some people hear them in prayer. Some people hear them in meditation. Some people, like me, hear them as a download, like in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, like you wake up and you're like, hear that little voice. That's the voice that named my daughter. I remember my husband came home one night and I had woken up and I was half awake, and I said to him, if we have a baby girl, can we name her Isabella Rosa? And he's like, okay, whatever. And the next morning he mentioned it, and I was like, I don't even remember saying that. And 4 years later, we had our daughter. You know, I think that those little pieces of intuition we ignore, but those are the little clues that lead us towards where we're going, lead us towards our goals, our vision, who we really are at our souls, right? When you follow that, you see, here's the deal. When you follow that, nothing can go wrong. Most people think that confidence is walking into a room thinking, I wonder if everyone will like me. Right? It is not that at all. It's never about, what can I do to get people to like me? It's about, I'm totally fine if people don't, but this is what I'm here for. This is my intention. This is who I am. This is how I can help people. If I'm for you, great. If I'm not for you, no big deal. Really, really. If I'm too much, then go find less somewhere else. I love that quote. I'm hearing that a lot lately. If I'm too much, go find less somewhere else. Right? Surround yourself with people who are like-minded. Surround yourself with people who are confident. Learn from them. Grow your confidence through skill set. Don't just leave it to chance, because you can't wish, hope, and pray for something like that, for a skill, for a piece of your personality that you wish was better, but you can develop it. And the universe, or you can pray to God, will put a opportunity in front of you that will allow you to build that trait, grow that thing, build your confidence. It'll put an opportunity there for you to do so, but you have to take it. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to move forward in it all. That's all. Hope you have an amazing Tuesday. We'll see you again. Bye.
If you think this video can help a friend, make sure you share it.